this is Crystal from the Dog Psychology and Training Center. I'm here with Jack right now. He is a Victorian Bulldog, and I had a couple of requests to show you guys how to put on a prong collar, and then how to condition your dog to it after you put it on. You can tell Jack here's a little ornery. He's chewing on me, so he's still a little crazy puppy, and he's here for a little bit of training, so he's the perfect dog to demonstrate this on. So just stay tuned, and I will get the prong collar. Okay. So this is a prong collar. I'm sure you guys have seen them. They kind of look like medieval torture devices, but I assure you they're not. The reason prong collars were developed was so that it could never hurt a dog. So regular flat buckle collars or even choke collar, slip collars, they can actually cut off airflow. If your dog is pulling too hard or gets his leash caught on something, heaven forbid, he could choke and die. So they can be pretty, you have to be pretty cautious with those. With a prong collar, they were made so that it would always apply equal pressure around the neck so that it would never cut off airflow or blood flow. So heaven forbid, if your dog was to ever get caught on something, it could never cut off blood flow or airflow and harm your dog with permanent damage or death. The other cool thing about prong collars is just the simplicity of it. To a dog, it's a symbiotic no. How does a mommy dog correct her puppies? Well, she bites them on the neck. I'm not going to go around biting your dog on its neck, and I hope that you don't either. So a prong collar is something that replicates that symbiotic no for a dog, so when they start to pull on a walk and it starts to tighten on them and just apply a little bit of a pressure, your dog's like, oh, I know what that means. I'm doing something wrong. Let me slow down and walk next to you. So prong collars speak clearly to your dog, so they're kind of like a translator. The other important thing to remember when searching for a prong collar, and really with any training tool, is that quality matters. You can buy a prong collar at Walmart or some other place and it is going to be crap. There's no other way to put it. It's just going to suck. So if you can look closely at my prongs, you can see that the tips are kind of rounded. I don't know if you can tell that on the camera or not, but they're really smooth edged. They're not sharp or abrasive. Some of the cheaper quality ones that you can find at places like Walmart actually have the tips cut off. And so although it won't puncture your dog's skin and dig down and embed into them, it is going to be very abrasive and it's going to scratch them and leave some red marks. So you definitely don't want those. And you can also get plastic rubber tips to put on the abrasive ones. But again, those can fall off and then they can still be abrasive. So just get a good quality prong collar. I get Herm Spranger, and you can see that here on the metal end here. It says Herm Spranger steel. This is the best quality prong collar on the market, and it's the only one that we give our clients because quality, you can't beat this quality. It's the best. So that's a little bit of info and background on a prong collar. The other thing I want you to do when you see a good quality prong collar is to put it around your own wrist and squeeze as tight as you can. It's uncomfortable, but it's not painful. So I want you guys to do that so you know what it feels like on your dog. Everything I use as a training tool, I've used on myself, and you know, my clients, I make them feel it as well, so they can see what your dog's actually feeling. So you can squeeze it. It's uncomfortable, but it's not painful, and that's exactly what we want it to be for your dog. When he's not listening, we want him to be a little uncomfortable, like, what's going on? So that you get his attention, and you can be like, hey, yeah, thanks for noticing me. I'm your owner, and I said to stop barking or stop pulling or stop jumping or whatever his misbehavior was at the time. So let me go ahead and start putting this on Jack, and then I will show you how to size it properly and condition it. Oh, before I forget, the most important part is how to take it on and off your dog. So this can be a bit of a skill that you have to learn, but once you've done it 3 or 4 times, you've mastered it, and it's going to be a piece of cake. So the easiest way for me to put the prong collar on and off is I put my finger on the tip of the probe here and my thumb on the center circle plate here. So thumb on the circle, finger on the probe, and I just pinch them together so that it pops up at the top here. So I know a common habit some people do is this, and I don't know if you can see that, but it lays the prong here flat against that, and you're not gonna be able to get it off that way. So make sure you keep the prong pointed down, and then take your forefinger and your thumb and pinch the very tip of the metal. So a lot of people's habit is to pinch down here, and it doesn't bend as much. Prong collars are ingeniously designed so that if you just apply pressure to the top, it'll actually bend a lot more. To put it back on your dog, we start with just putting one prong into the hole here and then pinching the very top until it goes in. So let me show you what my view looks like so you guys can practice at home. So I put one finger on the prong, my thumb on the circle, and I pinch it down, and then I pinch at the very top to take it out. I put one prong in and pinch to get the other prong in. So there you go. Okay, so here we are with Jack. He's still spunky and crazy. And I'm going to show you how to properly size the prong collar. As you can see, he has a slip collar on right now, and he's totally just, it's irrelevant to him. It doesn't make a difference. So for some dogs, slip collars are wonderful. Other dogs like Jack, he's just kind of like, I don't really care. It doesn't bother me enough to listen. So prong collar is going to be our next choice here. I'm going to step on the leash, take my prong out here, go ahead and size it. So it looks like, I don't know if you can see this, but it looks like 3 links are going to need to come out. 1, 2, 3. So I like to do that evenly. So I'll take out 2 on this side, and then 1 on the other side. And I just like to do that because here's the center plate, the Hermsprenger Sprenger steel plate, and I like to do that so that it's equal pressure around the dog. Go ahead and put this on your dog. So this should be fairly snug. You should be able to get like your hand in here and you know, your fingers in between your dog and the prongs, but you don't want it to be so loose that if he was to be so loose that if you were to tighten it, it doesn't pinch the dog because it's so loose it's just dangling there around your dog. And I'll show you how to condition him to the prong collar. Jack, you are perfect for this. Thank you. Take his slip collar off. Put that over there as well. So now he has his prong collar on, and as he starts to walk, we're just going to kind of walk back and forth, applying light pressure. Good. Good walk. Start applying light pressure. Good walk. Good. Good boy. Good walk. Good walk. Good boy, Jack. Good walk. Good walk. Pressure. Good. Good. So I'm not yanking on his leash. I'm not pulling real hard. I'm just holding the leash until he feels it start to pinch, and he kind of looks back at us like, whoa, okay, I get that. And then he comes walking towards us. So slight pressure. Good. Good boy, Jack. Good. Good boy. And you can see that he's already understanding what I'm looking for. No walk. Good. Which is for him, no walk, to be following. Good job. Good job, Jack. That's a good boy. Good. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. I hope it helps you and your dog. As always, if you have any questions, please contact us. We'd love to help, and have a beautiful day.